So yesterday, many people were excited and shocked to see GameStop put up some new Arcade1Up products that are scheduled to hit this fall. We got lots to talk about, lots to unpack, so let's get right into it. Now, the first thing, of course, we need to talk about is pinball. So GameStop had put up the Marvel pinball machine from Arcade1Up, and we now see the price is $549.99. Now, Arcade1Up at CES and all their interviews have always said they've been shooting for a $500 to $600 price range, and it looks like, well, they just split it down the middle, and $550 is what we're getting. Reminder, as far as the features we're getting on this device, so you're getting actual pinball legs with height adjustable feet. You're getting an 8-inch color LCD screen that acts as the DMD board. We get a faux coin door, dual speakers. The cabinet itself is a 3/4 scale, so it's just under 5 foot tall, and it'll fit in nicely with the rest of your Arcade1Up cabinets. It's got solenoids built in for haptic feedback, an accelerometer for real nudge and tilt functions, 24-inch recessed LCD playfield with a plexiglass topper. I do wish it was glass, but I understand cost-cutting measures, so we're getting plexiglass, which is kind of standard, what we've seen from Arcade1Up on their cocktail cabinets likely, so that little thicker plexiglass up top. So they've said 10 tables preloaded, they've said 12 tables preloaded. Really depends on what interview you want to go with. Me, personally, I think they're likely going to go with the main character tables. Now, I own all these Zen Studios tables on Steam, and there's 23 great tables. Honestly, none of them are real duds in my opinion. I enjoy playing them all the time, but the titles I think they're likely to go with, whether it be 10 or 12, are going to be your main first-party characters. So your Wolverine, your X-Men, your Captain America, your Avengers, your Thor, Fantastic Four. All those main first-tier characters are likely to be the tables just because they're the most recognizable. Spider-Man, of course. You can see the characters on the side, and that maybe might hint at what we're getting on the tables, but we get an absolute ending game lineup listing. I think it's just a safe bet to assume the characters you see on the art likely going to be on the cabinet and the pinball tables in one shape, form, or fashion. Overall, it's a good looking table. $549, that might scare some people off, but anybody that's familiar with virtual pinball machines and trying to build your own, this is a bargain because most of a standard virtual pinball machine will cost you about $3,000 to $4,000 easy, and that's assuming it doesn't have crazy fancy hardware inside. Now, I got to play the prototype of Star Wars at CES, and that prototype did have a computer in it. So what I'm assuming, and again, this is just an assumption, what I'm assuming for cost-cutting measures that is going to be running inside these pinball machines from Arcade1Up is going to be an Android-based PCB that allows you to play the Android versions of these Zen Studios pinball tables. So it's not going to be the exact same experience you would get on something like Steam playing these pinball tables, but regardless, it's still a fun experience. I've also played the Android versions of the tables, and they're still very, very good. So don't have any further details on the GameStop website other than the price point and the release date of 11/25. So get those pre-orders in now if you want. I couldn't help but notice that Arcade1Up put out their pre-order for their their GameStop listing on Monday. Coincidentally, a competitor put out their virtual pinball listings on GameStop as well on Sunday, so it leads me to believe that was maybe a knee-jerk reaction because it came out of left field. We still haven't got any information out of Arcade1Up officially. So Well Played Toys put up their virtual pinball machine, $499. Allows you to add more games to it via USB. Arcade1Up, they don't have any Wi-Fi or the ability to add games, at least not that they've announced in any of their tables. So we're assuming the Star Wars, the Attack from Mars, and the Marvel cabinet, none of those will have Wi-Fi or the ability to expand and add other tables, whereas these well-played arcade virtual pinball machines do have that capability, but they don't have any of those massive first-party titles. They're playing Zaccaria pinball games, so if you're interested in something like that, you can go down that road. Additionally, there was the giant joysticks listed on the GameStop website as well. We first saw these again at CES. There was a Pac-Man and an Atari joystick. These have been redesigned, and we get a Pac-Man giant joystick and a Disney giant joystick. And if you look at the picture here, again, complete redesign. There's a nice little foot pedal here, or a foot stand here. That way you can put your foot down, make sure the joystick's not bouncing around when you're trying to play the games. And you also notice it has the same little plug-and-play little console device that we saw on the HDMI console handheld controllers, which leads me to believe it's going to be the exact same game lineup as those games. So for the Pac-Man one, we got Pac-Man, Pac-Mania, New Rally X, Galaga, Galaga 88, Dig Dug, Super Xevious, Rolling Thunder, Dragon Spirit, and Mappy. And of course with the Disney one, we're getting Disney's Gargoyles, Lilo and Stitch, Mickey's Mousecapade, Disney DuckTales, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, Adventures in a Magical Kingdom, Timon and Pumbaa's Jungle Games, and The Lion King 1.5. So those are the games you can likely expect on these giant joysticks, priced at $100. Again, this is going to be something for, you know, parties and hangouts down in the basement. This is not something you're obviously going to be trying to set the world record high score or anything on any of these games. This is just something fun to show your friends when they come over and say, hey, you know, have you played Pac-Man? Well, have you played Pac-Man like this? Coming out December 13th, according to the listing. And then a very strange one that caught a lot of people by surprise was these Polaroid red and white photo booths. So you click on this and you see for $399, so kind of pricey, definitely $400. December 12th is when it's coming out, and you look at it and you're like, what is this? It says it's from Arcade1Up, but you're like, Polaroid, what are you guys doing? It makes sense. You're trying to, you know, tap into that nostalgic market. So it's really cool to see them partner with Polaroid, at least that's what we're assuming, because it says it's made by Arcade1Up, but it's also branded just specifically Polaroid red photo booth and a white photo booth. But what it appears to be, we don't have size dimensions or anything like that. Looks to be roughly about a tablet shaped size, built-in camera, built-in printer that prints out sticky Polaroid images. So Polaroid has been making a comeback in the last couple years. Me personally, I'm a big fan of Polaroid. I've got one of these 1-step-2 cameras. These things, when they first came out in the last year or two, about $150, and then the film, it's like $16 for 8 shots. So the film is always where they get you. It's expensive and it's still rare in these days. So $400, yeah, it does kind of make sense as far as price point and technological, since it is a built-in camera and a built-in printer. It does make sense that it would be that price range. How many people are going to buy this? I don't know. Me personally, again, I'm a sucker for all things physical. So yeah, I'll likely bite the bullet. My wife's a professional photographer, so she'll probably want one of these anyways. And you know, happy wife, happy life. And then lastly, they also had their Mega Man and Pac-Man collection HDMI game consoles. Again, the Mega Man collection we've already established has Mega Man 1 through 6. The Pac-Man collection has the same games I had noted previously when we were talking about the giant joystick. These are priced at $39.99. These have actually been showing up in Target recently. So if you don't want to wait, because right now you can't even pre-order them or order them through the GameStop website, you can go to Target, or you can order through Office Depot, because they currently are selling the Pac-Man one right now. Anyways, that does it for today's video update, guys. Let me know down in the comments below what new items you're most excited about, what items you're scratching your head about, and what items you're going to be picking up yourself. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button, share the video with your friends if you found the information helpful, and as always, thanks for watching, guys. It really means a lot.